Hey everybody, Ace here. Inflation has hit a record high for the first time in 31 years. That's even older than I am. Anyways, consumer prices jumped 6.2% last month in the month of October 2021. This includes things like your groceries, from the cookies and milk that you're going to be buying for Santa Claus here in the upcoming months, to things like oil and gas that are used in cars. Everything under the sun on this great planet Earth that we live in has gone up in price, and at a much faster rate than we've seen in recent years. Typically, the Fed wants to keep inflation around 2 to 3%. But due to the mass amount of money printing we've done throughout the pandemic, which is due to COVID, on top of the supply chain shortages and the labor shortages that we're seeing, is a general reason why we've seen such high of inflation numbers. The Labor Department said that the Consumer Price Index rose by 6.2% from a year ago, and that this is the fastest 12-month pace we've seen since 1990. This is the 5th straight month inflation has been above 5%. So what does this mean for the everyday person like you and me? Well, first off, that means we're doomed. I'm just joking. But what it does mean is that everything you purchase on the regular, and that's food, your household items, gas, etc., has gone up in price by roughly 6.2%. And what that basically means is that you're going to need to allocate more of your budget or your money for every single day purchases or items. If you're in a job that gives a yearly merit increase, aka a raise, and you don't get a raise that's more than 5%, you can more or less just say that you got a pay cut or a demotion, because you're going to be able to afford less than what you recently were able to, even with a small raise, if it's less than 5%. And with the increase of all of these prices, the average everyday worker is really going to be falling behind and getting set back, because you're not going to be able to purchase as much as you were able to beforehand, and corporations most likely won't be increasing their wages to match this inflation rate. I myself got a 1.2% raise last year when the inflation rate was around 2.6%. So in this upcoming year, if I don't get a raise higher than 5%, that's theoretically giving me a pay cut, because I'm not going to be able to afford as much in the upcoming year as I could even this year. And let me give you my personal opinion. I truly think that inflation is going to get much worse before it gets any better. So what can we do about this? Well, for starters, if you're not investing any of your money, you really need to be. You need to be hedging your money against inflation. Whether that means you're investing in the stock market, commodities like gold, silver, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, or even real estate. You need to be putting your money somewhere where it's going to be working for you, and it's going to be making you as much money as in the inflation rate or even more. The last thing you really want to do is to not invest your money and let it sit in a bank account, because then you're really going to be losing your purchasing power. But I'm guessing that because you're watching this video, investing is not really a big concern of yours. So what else can you do? Well, the other major thing that you can do is to get a new job. It's really to find a job out there that's paying you more than your current job. You could be finding a job that pays you just a few dollars more per hour, or tens of thousands of dollars more in salary. But no matter what it is, you really need to go out there and try to make more money so you can keep matching that inflation rate. And the great thing is right now is that the job market really favors the workers. There are tons of jobs out there offering sign-on bonuses, referral bonuses, or just in general higher pay than other competitors, because there is a labor shortage. All you really have to do is get out there and start looking. So really, those are the two best ways to combat inflation. You invest your money into different assets that are going to appreciate in price over time, or you find yourself a new job or career that's going to pay you more money than what you're making today. So either you go out there and you start making more money, so when the prices of goods start increasing, since you're making more money, it kind of evens out, or your investments are growing at a rate faster than inflation, therefore it doesn't really matter at all. But if there's one thing that I'm certain about at all, that is, if you stay in your current situation that you're in, and the inflation rate continues at the way it's been going, affording basic necessities or slightly above basic necessities is going to become more difficult. And that's all I have for today. Be really aware of the increased prices of gas and toilet paper, different types of food, your milk, your alcohol. That's really important. And be aware of where you're putting yourself to beat inflation. Are you going to go out there and try to make more money, or are you just going to let prices increase and your salary stay the same, making it more difficult for you in the future? If you like this video or learned anything, please just tap that thumbs up button for me, and I hope to see you in the next video.